Alright guys, here we are, Friday squad. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to have 10 minutes to find your heaviest set of 2 push jerks, okay, from the rack. You might have to work out with a partner or whatever, but for 10 minutes the goal is to find the heaviest thing that you can push jerk for 2 reps in a row, unbroken. Alright, after that we're going to do a 10-minute AMRAP of a 100-meter run and 2 clean and jerks, 165, 110 for prescribed for the gym, okay. These do not have to be unbroken. All right, you can do one and then another one, and then you're good to go. All right. However, I'd like to see you try to do that. That's the mindset on this one. Run real fast, pick up the bar and do 2 fast reps and get running again. Okay. For my competitor and my competitor upscale, okay, you guys are going to be doing 2 hang clean and jerks. Okay, a little bit different movement, and the weight is higher, 185 or 125. Also, it must go unbroken and be a touch and go. You're not really touching the ground anyways, but it must be an unbroken set of 2 clean and hang clean and jerks. Okay? So if you have to put that bar down at all, you must deadlift it back up and do a hang clean and jerk, hang clean and jerk. Okay? Alright, we're going to go over the push jerk series and setup and rack height and all that. Okay, so first things first, if I'm picking up my squat rack, and let's say I'm working out with a partner. All right, I'm going to measure this thing up to the shorter partner so it's easier for both of us and safe for us to get it off the rack. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put this through a hole that's low enough so that this is touching the tip. That would be a little bit too high right there. Okay, so I'm going to come down a little bit, one more. And for me, I like the tip of this hook to be at like the edge of my shoulder. That seems to work for me. Okay. Now, once I have both of them set up, all right, my bar is on my rack here. Okay, you're coming around and we'll talk about setup. All right, next thing I want to go over is the setup of your hands on the bar. Okay, now with the shoulder press and push press, you typically want to go a little bit narrow so your hands are a little bit closer to your shoulders. Now with the push jerk, because you're jumping, okay, and then pressing your body down, never really pressing that bar up, you don't need to really keep it tight to your body to get that pressing strength. It's a lockout and a stand. All right, so I like to go a little bit wider so my hands are outside my shoulders. Okay? Also, approaching the bar. If I'm coming up to the bar all soft and I just kind of dilly-dally it off there, it's going to feel a lot heavier than it actually is. Okay, so what I like to do is get my grip nice and set, bars up on my shoulders, feet under the rack, and I come off with my legs nice and tight. Okay? From here, I'm going to do 2 in a row. I'm going to try to cycle them like I just did there for as long as I can. But once it gets heavier and I got to do my set of 2, I'm going to have to reset and then get underneath. Okay? So, also, coming down with the bar, when you lock out that push jerk and you're bringing it down, don't do this and come down all slow. All right, just kind of bend the arms a little bit and then shoot them forward and rack it right on the top of your shoulders. Obviously, once it gets heavy, you can just drop it from the top, but hey, heavy is always relative. All right, racking the bar. When you rack it after you finish, just walk forward and set it down. Easy day. You don't have to set one down and then set one down. Okay? Now, let's go over the WOD. All right, so it's a 10-minute AMRAP of a 100-meter run. All right, for us, it's out of the stop sign and back, and 2 clean and jerks. All right, hang clean and jerks for my upscale, normal clean and jerks for everybody else. Okay, so from there, 3, 2, 1, go. I run my 100-meter sprint. I come back in, and I do my 2 clean and jerks. So I'm here. Boom. One round, I take off again. All right. Now, if at any time you have to split one, that's fine. That's totally fine today. Typically, I don't want to see you do that, but if you have to, it better be like in the last 2 minutes of the WOD and you're trying to get the best you can, because a push jerk is so much faster. Now, the competitor version, you're going to bring it up. Hang, clean and jerk. Hang, clean and jerk. Okay? A little bit faster, But if you don't have that good grip strength and you don't keep your body where it should be, you're going to go for a ride, you're going to slip and lose the bar, okay? So we're going to stay nice and tight. All right, push jerk, okay? When you really look at the movement of the push jerk, you're keeping that body up nice and tight, and all you're doing is jumping and landing. And then you stand back up again. That's all it is, okay? I'm going to do one, and then you guys can really focus on just the hips as a whole, and see that's all it is. All right? Also, a lot of times, common faults I'll see with that is people will just want to try to go down, they won't jump all the way. Another thing is you'll see is people will, although we want that range of motion and we want to see the ears from the side, okay? I don't want you to drive your head through so your butt goes back. What some people will do is they'll come here and they'll go, and their head's going through and their butt's back. You still want to be straight up and down, okay? Boom. See you Friday.